Hi, this is TCF once more. I'm reviewing the Barrett Rec 7 from Echo 1 today. So here's a quick look at the gun. One thing that you might notice is that on the real steel Rec 7, it's going to come with a law enforcement stock, the LE 6-position adjustable stock, and it'll come with an SIR unit, and this is just a standard Echo 1 RIS. So there are some slight differences. Another thing that I should remark upon is this is the mag that comes with it. It's just a standard Echo 1 or JG M16 M4 mag. This is a magazine from the G&G SR16 here, which is a bit closer in size to the way that the Rec 7 mag actually ought to look. So that's something else to remark on. It does look a lot better, a lot more accurate with the larger mag in. Now, unfortunately, Echo 1 does sell the larger mags as well, so that's something to consider as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this replica here. We'll start off with the stock as usual. It's a shortened stock. You'll notice that it's got these holes right here, and the reason it has that is that it's got this sling adapter here, right? And there's a little button. I've actually switched mine over to the left since I'm a lefty, but you can push in on this button right here and take out the entire thing, as you can see, and you can put it in either side, and it just clicks right in real nice. So that's something that's pretty handy to note. You just have to push this button back in to put it back in again. There's another sling down here as well. So some nice features. Definitely nice to have this have it be ambidextrous, so that those of us who are left-handed can switch. I'll remark that the butt plate here is full metal. Pretty nice battery door. It houses an 8.4 volt battery. It's kind of an interesting battery because it uses large type cells, but a small type Tamiya connector. So that's pretty interesting. It's got that nice ACM rubber coating that really gives it a nice ergonomic feel. So real solid feeling stock. I'm very impressed with that. Definitely pretty great. The grip, it's just a standard M16 grip. Nothing too special there. Trigger is metal. You can see a few little molding imperfections on it, but not a huge deal. I'm not too concerned about that. Now, one thing that you'll also notice, of course, this is a fully licensed replica from Barrett, and evidently Barrett will be selling this on their site as well. It's got a Barrett Firearms Manufacturing marking right here, functional bolt or bolt clear, and functional bolt handle, which is actually pretty well detailed and feels pretty nice. One thing that I will note, this door does open, but the first time I pulled back on the bolts to open it, it broke off this little latch right here, so I can't close this thing anymore, which is kind of a bummer. Magazines do fit cleanly inside the magwell, and you can fit just about anything in any type of standard M16 mag. Uses a spring-up backup iron sight, which is pretty nice. You can see it pops right up there. It's adjustable for both windage and elevation. Really nice there. I'll flip this thing over and we'll take a look at the other side of the receiver. As you can see, it's got Barrett Firearms trademarks, Rec 7, caliber 6.8 millimeter. And that's the nice thing about the Rec 7, is it does use a larger caliber than the standard 5.56 round, so it has a lot more stopping power, but it's still got the same modularity as an M16. Now, one thing I will remark is that this receiver is entirely plastic, and in my opinion, that's kind of a bad call on the part of Echo 1, because it's just a lot less durable, doesn't feel quite as good. And you'll note on the front of it, there's actually some visible seam lines here and then here as well. So not too pleased about that. But still, the replica looks good, and despite the pictures online, the markings on here are actually really, really clean. So it's at least got really nice trades. Nice rear sight as well, which is full metal. It's got a top metal weaver rail as well. So pretty nice. We'll check out the front of the gun here. It's just a standard Echo 1 metal RIS. You'll note that the outer barrel, at least that's inside there, is metal, but this front part of it here actually screws off. And this entire portion right here is all plastic, including the flash hider, which I had a lot of difficulty figuring out how to get off. Even if after you remove that little set screw right there, it still doesn't remove entirely because of this little pin here on the side, if you can kind of see that. So I'm not too pleased about that. It's got a flip-up front sight as well, Looks pretty good. It's reminiscent of the G3 style sights as well. So it's a really nice sight, really easy to aim with. They use the shorter buttstock also, which makes it easier to shoulder, is the theory, and actually it does pan out pretty well, so that's pretty nice. It uses the standard Echo 1 gearbox, metal bushings, metal spring guide. It's all very well made. One thing I will remark is about the hop-up, and we'll get to that in part 2, which I'll be filming in just a second here. But overall, here's a pretty good look. This is all metal. It's a plastic receiver, but the replica overall does look very good. Feels pretty good. Only things I don't really like are the fact that this is not a one piece, that this entire front is plastic and I can't really get it off, and that the receiver is plastic and has seam lines on it, and of course that the this part right here snapped off. But I really like the stock. I know it's not an LE stock, but in my opinion, that doesn't really detract from the quality of this replica. So overall, externally, it's kind of hit or miss. Like a lot of plastic, which I think was kind of a bad choice there. I'd prefer to see full metal, especially with all the full metal clones coming out. But overall, this is a really nice replica of a Rec 7. And I should remark, of course, that despite what you might see on the Barrett website, the Rec 7 is really just a receiver chambered for 6.8 millimeters. So this is actually an accurate replica, which is probably why Barrett actually licensed this replica as well. So overall, I'm definitely pretty pleased with the outsides of this. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the inside now.